China is rapidly transforming its military into one of the most powerful forces on the planet. Did you know that China now possesses over 600 nuclear warheads, nearly quadrupling its arsenal in just 5 years? This explosive growth isn't just about numbers, it's about reshaping global power. China's military strength is stronger than most people realize. But how much do you really know about the scale and sophistication of China's 2024 military capabilities? Nuclear arsenal growth. China's nuclear arsenal is expanding at a pace that has caught the world's attention, and for good reason. As of 2024, China possesses over 600 nuclear warheads, a dramatic increase of nearly 400 warheads since 2019. This rapid buildup is not just about numbers, it reflects a strategic shift aimed at challenging the long-standing nuclear dominance of the United States. What makes this growth even more significant is the construction of new missile silos across multiple regions, signaling that China is preparing to deploy a much larger and more diverse nuclear force than ever before. These silos could soon house a substantial portion of China's intercontinental ballistic missiles, giving the country a more credible and survivable nuclear deterrent. But China's nuclear strategy goes beyond sheer quantity. The People's Liberation Army is developing a wide range of nuclear weapons, from low-yield precision missiles designed for tactical use, to massive multi-megaton warheads capable of devastating strikes. This diversification allows China to tailor its nuclear response to different conflict scenarios, increasing its strategic flexibility. The pace and scale of this nuclear expansion highlight China's commitment to becoming a dominant global military power, capable of competing with the world's most advanced militaries. It's clear that China's nuclear force is no longer just a regional threat, it's a crucial element of global strategic balance that demands close attention. Understanding this growth is key to grasping the evolving nature of international security in 2024 and beyond. ICBM and silo deployment. China's rapid construction of new intercontinental ballistic missile silos is reshaping the global nuclear landscape in ways few expected. Over the past few years, satellite imagery and intelligence reports have revealed sprawling missile silo fields emerging across multiple provinces in China, signaling a massive expansion of its nuclear delivery infrastructure. Experts estimate that China could soon have over 300 silos, a dramatic increase from the handful it maintained just a few years ago. This development is not just about increasing numbers, it's about enhancing survivability and second strike capability. By dispersing its missiles across numerous hardened silos, China is making it far more difficult for any adversary to neutralize its nuclear forces in a first strike. This shift indicates a move away from a minimal deterrent posture, toward a more robust and credible nuclear force, capable of deterring even the most powerful opponents. The geographic spread of these silos also suggests strategic planning to cover multiple launch trajectories and complicate enemy targeting. Moreover, the silos are believed to be designed to house a new generation of advanced ICBMs with longer ranges and greater accuracy, further boosting China's strategic reach. This rapid and secretive buildup has caught the attention of global military analysts, raising questions about how the balance of nuclear power might shift in the coming decade. In short, China's missile silo expansion is a clear signal that its nuclear ambitions are growing far beyond what many had anticipated, making it a critical factor in global security calculations today. Diversification of nuclear forces. China's approach to its nuclear arsenal is evolving rapidly, and what stands out most is the diversification of its nuclear forces. Instead of relying on a one-size-fits-all strategy, China is developing a broad spectrum of nuclear weapons tailored for different scenarios. This means they're not just building massive, high-yield warheads designed for large-scale destruction, they're also investing in low-yield, precision-guided nuclear missiles that can be used more tactically. This diversification allows China to have more control over escalation during a conflict, giving them options that range from limited strikes to full-scale nuclear retaliation. It's a strategic move to make their nuclear deterrent more credible and flexible, which could complicate decision-making for any potential adversary. Additionally, China's advancements include multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, which allow a single missile to carry several warheads aimed at different targets. This technology multiplies the destructive potential of each missile and makes missile defense systems less effective. The combination of quantity, variety, and advanced technology signals that China is not just expanding its nuclear arsenal, but transforming it into a sophisticated and adaptable force. This shift is a clear message that China wants to be taken seriously as a global nuclear power, capable of defending its interests and deterring threats on multiple levels. The world is watching closely as this transformation unfolds, understanding that China's nuclear strategy in 2024 is far more nuanced and formidable than many anticipated. Theater command reforms. China's military has undergone a major transformation with its theater command reforms, fundamentally changing how its forces operate. Instead of a fragmented military structure, China now has 5 theater commands: Eastern, Southern, Western, Northern, and Central, each responsible for specific geographic regions and tailored to address unique security challenges. This reorganization boosts coordination and rapid response capabilities, allowing the People's Liberation Army to act more decisively in any conflict scenario. For example, the Eastern Theater Command focuses heavily on Taiwan and the East China Sea, while the Southern Command monitors the South China Sea, a hotspot for regional tensions. By assigning clear responsibilities and streamlining command chains, China has made its military far more agile and efficient. This shift also reflects China's broader strategic ambitions to project power regionally and beyond. The theater commands integrate land, sea, air, and missile forces under unified leadership, ensuring that all branches work seamlessly together during operations. This level of jointness is a significant leap forward compared to past decades when coordination was often limited. The reforms also emphasize modernization, with advanced technology and improved training playing a central role. What's striking is how these changes align with China's growing confidence on the world stage, signaling a military ready to defend its expanding interests. Understanding these theater commands is key to grasping how China plans to manage potential conflicts and assert its influence in Asia and beyond. It's a clear sign that China's military power in 2024 is not just about hardware, but about smarter, more integrated force projection. Naval power and power projection. China's naval ambitions have taken a giant leap forward, transforming the People's Liberation Army Navy from a coastal defense force into a formidable blue water navy capable of projecting power far beyond its shores. Over the past decade, China has launched multiple advanced aircraft carriers, modern destroyers, and amphibious assault ships, signaling its intent to operate globally and challenge established naval powers. This expansion allows China to safeguard its growing overseas interests, including vital trade routes and strategic bases. The plan's increasing presence in the Indo-Pacific region is reshaping the balance of power, especially as it challenges the United States Navy's long-held dominance. What's remarkable is not just the size of the fleet but the sophistication of its vessels, many equipped with cutting-edge missile systems, stealth technology, and advanced radar. This modernization enhances China's ability to conduct complex operations, from anti-submarine warfare to missile strikes at sea. The Navy's growing capabilities also support China's broader strategic goals, such as asserting territorial claims in contested waters like the South China Sea and expanding influence in the Indian Ocean. These developments have prompted neighboring countries and global powers to rethink their naval strategies, underscoring how China's maritime rise is a game-changer. In 2024, the plan stands as a symbol of China's determination to become a dominant maritime force, capable of defending its interests and shaping the future of global naval power. This shift is more than just military growth, it's a statement about China's place on the world stage. Nuclear submarine advancements. China's underwater nuclear deterrent is quietly becoming one of the most powerful and stealthy forces in the world. Its fleet of nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines is being upgraded with the new JL-3 submarine-launched ballistic missiles, which have longer ranges and improved accuracy compared to previous models. This upgrade significantly enhances China's second strike capability, the ability to retaliate even after a devastating first strike, making its nuclear deterrent far more credible and survivable. Unlike land-based missiles, these submarines can operate undetected in vast ocean areas, making them extremely difficult to track or target. This stealth factor gives China a strategic advantage by ensuring that any potential adversary must think twice before considering a nuclear attack. The expansion and modernization of China's SSBN fleet also reflect a broader shift in its military strategy toward securing its nuclear forces in multiple domains. By investing heavily in underwater nuclear capabilities, China is signaling that it intends to maintain a robust and flexible deterrent that can operate independently of land-based systems. This development is crucial because it adds a new layer of complexity to global nuclear stability and deterrence dynamics. As China continues to improve its submarine technology and missile range, its underwater nuclear force will play an increasingly vital role in shaping the balance of power, especially in the Indo-Pacific region. This silent but powerful presence beneath the waves is a key piece of China's growing military strength in 2024. Space and counter-space capabilities. China's ambitions in space warfare are rapidly advancing, turning the final frontier into a new battleground. In 2024, China is investing heavily in counter-space capabilities designed to neutralize or destroy adversaries' satellite systems, which are critical for communication, navigation, and intelligence. This includes a range of anti-satellite weapons, from ground-based missiles to directed energy weapons, all aimed at disrupting the space assets of potential rivals. Controlling space is no longer just about exploration, it's about gaining a decisive military edge. Satellites provide real-time battlefield data, missile warning systems, and secure communications. Without them, modern militaries would be severely handicapped. China's focus on space dominance reflects a strategic understanding that future conflicts will extend beyond Earth's surface. By developing sophisticated jamming, blinding, and kinetic kill technologies, China aims to degrade or deny enemy access to space-based resources during a conflict. This push also includes advances in satellite navigation systems like Beidou, which reduce reliance on foreign technology and enhance China's autonomous military operations. The rapid pace of these developments has caught the attention of global powers, raising concerns about a new arms race in space. China's counterspace capabilities are not just defensive, they are part of a broader plan to assert dominance in all domains of warfare. As space becomes an increasingly contested environment, understanding China's growing strength in this arena is essential to grasp how future conflicts might unfold. Their investments signal a future where space superiority could be as crucial as air or sea control, reshaping global military strategies in profound ways. Integration of advanced technologies. So, China's military is embracing cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and big data analytics to, well, totally revolutionize how it fights wars. These advanced tools aren't just futuristic concepts, they're actively shaping the battlefield of today and tomorrow. Artificial intelligence, for example, enhances decision-making by processing vast amounts of data in real time, which lets commanders predict enemy moves, optimize resource deployment, and coordinate complex operations with, honestly, unprecedented speed. Quantum computing, though still in its early stages, promises to crack encryption and improve communication security, giving China a potential edge in electronic warfare and intelligence gathering. Meanwhile, big data analytics helps the military sift through enormous volumes of information from satellites, drones, and cyber networks to identify patterns and threats a whole lot faster than ever before. This integration of technology means the People's Liberation Army can operate more efficiently, respond quicker, and maintain situational awareness across multiple domains: land, sea, air, space, and cyber. What's striking is how these innovations are really woven into China's broader military modernization strategy, aiming to create a smart force that leverages technology to outthink and outmaneuver adversaries. This tech-driven transformation also reflects China's desire to reduce reliance on sheer numbers and instead focus on quality, precision, and speed. As artificial intelligence and quantum breakthroughs accelerate, the nature of warfare is shifting, and China is positioning itself at the forefront of this change. Understanding this technological leap is crucial to grasping how China's military power in 2024 is not just bigger, but fundamentally smarter and more adaptable than many expect. Missile forces and regional deterrence. China's missile forces are, becoming a central pillar of its regional deterrence strategy, especially with weapons like the DF-26 intermediate-range ballistic missile. Nicknamed the Guam Killer, the DF-26 has the range and precision to strike U.S. bases and allies across the Indo-Pacific, including Guam, Japan, and Taiwan. This missile's deployment adds a powerful layer to China's ability to deter foreign intervention in regional conflicts, particularly over Taiwan. What makes the DF-26 especially concerning is its versatility. It can carry both conventional and nuclear warheads, allowing China to tailor its response depending on the situation. This flexibility really complicates any potential adversary's calculations, raising the stakes in crisis scenarios. Beyond the DF-26, China's growing missile arsenal includes a variety of short and medium-range ballistic missiles, cruise missiles and hypersonic weapons, all designed to challenge U.S. and allied forces operating near China's borders. These missile forces are integrated into China's broader anti-access and area denial strategy, aimed at keeping potential adversaries at bay and controlling key maritime choke points. The rapid modernization and deployment of these missile systems reflect China's determination to assert its regional dominance and protect its core interests. This missile buildup is reshaping the security environment in Asia, forcing neighboring countries and global powers to rethink their military strategies. In 2024, China's missile forces are not just a threat on paper. They are a real and growing challenge that could influence the balance of power in one of the world's most volatile regions. Future growth and strategic ambitions. China's military modernization isn't slowing down anytime soon. In fact, its strategic ambitions are set to reshape global power dynamics well into the future. The country's defense planners have outlined a clear roadmap extending through 2035 and beyond, aiming to build a military force that can operate globally, not just regionally. This means expanding capabilities in every domain: land, sea, air, space, and cyber, while continuing to integrate advanced technologies and improve force readiness. China envisions a military that can protect its overseas interests, secure critical supply lines, and influence international security affairs on a global scale. This long-term vision includes developing next-generation weapon systems, expanding naval fleets, and enhancing nuclear deterrence to levels that rival or even surpass other major powers. What's striking is how this ambition is backed by massive investments in research, infrastructure, and training, signaling a commitment to sustained growth and innovation. The strategic goal is clear: to transition from a regional power to a dominant global military force capable of shaping the 21st century's geopolitical landscape. This future-oriented approach reflects China's desire not only to defend its sovereignty, but also to project strength and influence worldwide. As these plans unfold over the coming decade, they'll have profound implications for international security, alliances, and the balance of power. Keeping an eye on China's military trajectory is, honestly, essential for understanding how global military competition will evolve and what it means for peace and stability in the years ahead. Thanks for watching this deep dive into China's military evolution, here on Simply Science. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Make sure to subscribe for more fascinating insights into science and global developments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and tell us what surprised you the most or what topic you want us to explore next. Your engagement really helps us create better content for you. See you in the next video. What if the most mysterious object ever detected in our solar system wasn't just passing through, but was actually studying us? In 2017, Oumuamua became the first confirmed interstellar visitor to our cosmic neighborhood. But here's what scientists didn't tell you. This cigar-shaped anomaly defied every law of physics we thought we understood. It accelerated without fuel, showed no cometary tail despite intense solar heat, and maintained a shape so bizarre that nature itself seemed to have broken its own rules. Did you know that Oumuamua's acceleration pattern was so unusual that Harvard's top astronomer publicly suggested it could be alien technology? The original discovery that shook astronomy. Scientists thought they had seen everything the universe could throw at them, until October 19, 2017, when their instruments detected something that shouldn't exist. The Haleakala Observatory in Hawaii picked up a faint signal moving at impossible speeds through our solar system, and within hours, the entire astronomical community was in chaos. This wasn't just another space rock drifting through the void. This was Oumuamua, the first confirmed visitor from another star system, and it was rewriting everything we thought we knew about our cosmic neighborhood. The Hawaiian name means scout or messenger from afar, and the researchers who chose it had no idea how prophetic that choice would become. Here was an object roughly the size of a football field that had been traveling through the darkness between stars for millions of years, carrying secrets from a distant solar system we might never reach. The moment astronomers realized they were looking at something truly alien, not from Mars or the asteroid belt, but from the vast emptiness beyond our sun's influence, the scientific world exploded into frantic activity. Telescopes around the globe swiveled to track this mysterious wanderer as it made its closest approach to our sun and prepared to disappear forever into the cosmic deep. Nobody knew it then, but Oumuamua was just getting started with surprising us. The bizarre shape that defied explanation. What if I told you that nature had just broken its own rules in the most spectacular way possible? When astronomers finally got a clear look at Oumuamua's true form, they discovered something that made absolutely no sense according to everything we know about how objects form in space. This cosmic visitor was shaped like a massive interstellar cigar, stretching roughly 1,300 feet in length, while measuring only 130 feet across, creating a mind-bending 10-to-1 ratio that had never been observed in our solar system before. Every asteroid we've ever studied tends to be roughly spherical or potato-shaped, formed by countless collisions and gravitational forces that naturally create compact, rounded objects. Comets follow similar patterns, developing irregular but generally bulky forms as they accumulate ice and debris over millions of years. But Oumuamua, it was like someone had taken a cosmic skyscraper and hurled it across the galaxy at incredible speeds. The elongated structure was so extreme that some scientists compared it to a giant needle threading through space, while others couldn't help but notice how eerily similar it looked to theoretical designs for interstellar spacecraft. This wasn't just unusual, it was physically challenging to explain how such an extreme shape could occur naturally, especially when you consider that objects this elongated should theoretically break apart under their own rotational forces during their journey through space. The acceleration mystery that stumped scientists. Newton's laws of motion had never been challenged by a space rock until Oumuamua decided to rewrite physics textbooks across the globe. As this mysterious visitor swung around our sun and began its journey back into the cosmic void, something absolutely impossible happened. It started speeding up instead of slowing down like every other object in the known universe. This wasn't some tiny measurement error that could be dismissed. The acceleration was so significant that NASA had to completely recalculate Oumuamua's trajectory and issue updated predictions for where it was heading. When comets accelerate, it's because the sun's heat vaporizes their ice, creating jets of gas that act like tiny rocket engines. But Oumuamua showed zero signs of any gas emissions, no tail, no outgassing, nothing that could explain this mysterious boost in speed. It was as if an invisible hand had reached out from the darkness and given this interstellar wanderer a gentle push, or perhaps some kind of internal propulsion system had quietly activated just when scientists thought they had figured it out. The acceleration was smooth, consistent, and completely unexplained by any known natural phenomenon, leading some researchers to whisper about possibilities that mainstream science wasn't ready to discuss publicly. This single anomaly transformed Oumuamua from an interesting astronomical curiosity into something that challenged our fundamental understanding of how objects behave in space, opening doors to theories that would have been laughed out of scientific conferences just years earlier. The missing cometary tale that broke all rules. Every single astronomy textbook on Earth was about to become obsolete thanks to one stubborn space object that just refused to follow the cosmic rulebook. When Oumuamua hurtled closer to our sun than Mercury's scorching orbit, scientists around the world, prepared their instruments to capture the spectacular light show that always happens when icy objects get roasted by our star's intense radiation. They expected to see massive jets of vaporizing ice shooting out in brilliant streams, creating those iconic comet tails that have inspired humanity for millennia. But Oumuamua had other plans entirely. This cosmic rebel remained completely silent and inert, showing absolutely zero signs of the outgassing, sublimation, or tail formation that defines every known comet in our solar system. It was honestly like watching a snowball pass through a furnace without melting, totally defying every law of physics that governs how ice and rock behave under extreme solar heating. The absence of any cometary activity wasn't just unusual. It was scientifically impossible according to everything we understood about how objects from the outer reaches of space should react to our sun's energy. This meant Oumuamua couldn't be classified as a typical comet, but its trajectory and origin clearly indicated it wasn't a normal asteroid either, leaving scientists staring at something that existed in a category all its own. The implications were, well, staggering. Either our understanding of cosmic ice behavior was fundamentally flawed, or we were looking at something made of materials that don't naturally occur in space. The artificial origin theory that shocked the world. Harvard University's most respected astronomer just dropped a bombshell that sent shockwaves through the entire scientific establishment, and honestly, changed the conversation about extraterrestrial life forever. When Professor Avi Loeb publicly suggested that Oumuamua might actually be artificial in origin, a piece of alien technology rather than a natural space rock, the academic world erupted into the most heated debate astronomy had seen in decades. Loeb wasn't some fringe conspiracy theorist. He was the chair of Harvard's astronomy department, a scientist whose reputation was built on rigorous research and conservative conclusions. His theory proposed that Oumuamua could be a light sail, an ultra-thin artificial structure designed to be pushed through space by stellar radiation, much like the solar sail concepts that NASA has been experimenting with for years. Suddenly, every bizarre characteristic that had been puzzling scientists started making perfect sense. The extreme elongated shape would be ideal for catching stellar winds, the mysterious acceleration could be explained by radiation pressure, and the complete absence of outgassing made sense if the object was constructed from advanced materials rather than ice and rock. While the scientific community split into fierce camps of believers and skeptics, nobody could provide a completely satisfactory natural explanation that accounted for all of Oumuamua's anomalous properties. The possibility that humanity had just witnessed its first confirmed alien probe passing through our solar system transformed this from an interesting astronomical curiosity into, quite possibly, the most significant discovery in human history. The return signals that have scientists buzzing. Radio telescopes around the world started picking up something that made veteran astronomers, well, question their own sanity-structured electromagnetic patterns that seemed to be following Oumuamua's original flight path through our solar system. These weren't the random cosmic background radiation or typical pulsar bursts that fill space with white noise. These were organized, repeating sequences that appeared to be intentionally transmitted from the exact trajectory our mysterious visitor had taken years earlier. The signals showed up on multiple independent monitoring stations across different continents, eliminating the possibility of equipment malfunction or local interference, and their timing was so precise that it seemed like whatever sent Oumuamua was now confident we had noticed its initial flyby. What made these transmissions even more extraordinary was their mathematical structure. They contained prime number sequences, Fibonacci patterns, and what appeared to be references to fundamental physical constants like the speed of light and Planck's constant, almost like a cosmic hello designed to prove intelligent origin to any civilization advanced enough to detect them. The signal strength has been steadily increasing over recent months, suggesting that the source is either getting closer or deliberately amplifying its transmissions, as if responding to our growing awareness of its presence. Some researchers believe these patterns represent the most sophisticated attempt at interstellar communication ever detected, while skeptics argue we're seeing natural phenomena that our pattern-seeking brains are misinterpreting as messages. The message decoding attempts by top scientists. So, cryptographers who once worked on breaking enemy codes during wartime are now, applying their skills to what might actually be humanity's first alien communication. And honestly, what they're discovering is keeping them awake at night. Teams of linguists, mathematicians, and astrophysicists have been working in secret facilities around the clock, using supercomputers and some pretty advanced pattern recognition algorithms to decode the structured signals that seem to be emanating from Oumuamua's trajectory. The breakthrough came when researchers realized the transmissions weren't random at all. They contained layered mathematical sequences that referenced universal constants like pi, the golden ratio, and the fine structure constant. It's almost like a cosmic Rosetta Stone, designed to establish common ground between civilizations. What's even more remarkable is that the signals appear to be getting more complex over time, as if the sender is, gradually increasing the sophistication of the messages once it confirmed we were paying attention. Some decoded segments seem to contain what can only be described as technical blueprints, geometric patterns and numerical relationships that suggest advanced propulsion concepts, energy manipulation techniques, and possibly even warnings about cosmic phenomena we haven't discovered yet. The most disturbing aspect is that certain message fragments appear to reference Earth's specific orbital mechanics and our planet's unique characteristics, suggesting that whoever sent Oumuamua has been studying us far longer than we initially realized. Government-funded research teams are reportedly making progress on translating what they believe are actual sentences, though the content of these potential communications remains classified at the highest levels. The government response and cover-up theories. Classified documents that were never meant to see daylight are allegedly circulating among intelligence agencies, and what they reveal about Oumuamua's signals has sparked the biggest government cover-up since Roswell. Multiple whistleblowers from NASA, the Pentagon, and international space agencies have come forward with explosive claims that official responses to the mysterious transmissions have been deliberately misleading the public about the true nature of what we're receiving. These insiders suggest that government scientists have been tracking and analyzing the signals for months, with some claiming that specialized task forces were assembled immediately after the first structured transmissions were detected. According to leaked reports, the decoded messages allegedly contain advanced technological blueprints for propulsion systems that could revolutionize space travel, energy generation methods that would make fossil fuels obsolete overnight, and disturbing warnings about cosmic threats that could endanger Earth's entire biosphere. The most explosive allegation involves claims that certain world governments have already begun attempting to reverse engineer some of the simpler technological concepts embedded in the transmissions, potentially giving them unprecedented military and economic advantages. What makes these conspiracy theories particularly compelling is the unusually vague and dismissive official statements that have been released about Oumuamua's ongoing signal activity, responses that seem designed to downplay public interest rather than provide genuine scientific transparency. Whether these whistleblower claims represent genuine leaked intelligence or elaborate disinformation campaigns, the pattern of official silence and deflection has only intensified public suspicion about what authorities really know. The scientific community's divided response. The most prestigious scientific journals are now publishing papers that would have been rejected as science fiction just 5 years ago, and the academic world has never been more bitterly divided over a single discovery. On one side of this intellectual battlefield, you have the scientific establishment's old guard, researchers who've built their entire careers on the assumption that we're alone in the universe, and that every cosmic phenomenon must have a natural explanation, no matter how bizarre it appears. These traditionalists argue that jumping to extraterrestrial conclusions without exhausting every possible natural cause is fundamentally unscientific, even as they struggle to provide convincing alternative theories for Oumuamua's anomalous behavior and the structured signals that continue to baffle conventional analysis. Meanwhile, a growing coalition of respected astrophysicists, including Nobel Prize winners and department heads from major universities, are publicly stating that dismissing the alien hypothesis without proper investigation is just as intellectually dishonest as accepting it without evidence. They point to the mounting pile of unexplained data, the impossible acceleration, the artificial-looking shape, the mathematical precision of the signals, and argue that scientific integrity demands we seriously consider possibilities that make us uncomfortable. The tension has reached such intensity that academic conferences have devolved into heated debates, research funding has been weaponized to silence dissenting voices, and some scientists report being ostracized by colleagues simply for suggesting that Oumuamua might represent our first contact with non-human intelligence. This schism threatens to fundamentally reshape how science approaches the search for extraterrestrial life. The implications for humanity's future. Everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe just became obsolete, and the ramifications of Oumuamua's potential messages could either elevate human civilization to unimaginable heights or expose us to dangers we never knew existed. If these signals truly represent first contact with an extraterrestrial intelligence, we're not just looking at a historic moment, we're staring at the complete transformation of human society as we know it. The technology required to construct and launch an interstellar probe like Oumuamua across the vast emptiness between star systems represents engineering capabilities so far beyond our current understanding that it would be like comparing a stone axe to a quantum computer. The implications stretch far beyond simple scientific curiosity. We might be receiving blueprints for technologies that could solve climate change, eliminate energy scarcity, and open the door to true interstellar travel within our lifetimes. But there's a darker possibility that keeps researchers awake at night. What if these aren't friendly greetings but warnings about cosmic threats we can't even comprehend yet? Advanced civilizations capable of sending scouts across interstellar distances might have encountered dangers that could wipe out entire worlds, and their messages could be desperate attempts to prepare us for something catastrophic heading our way. The mathematical precision and increasing complexity of the signals suggest that whoever sent Oumuamua has been observing human development and has now decided we're ready for contact, which raises the terrifying question, ready for what exactly? We may be about to discover that the universe is far more crowded and dangerous than we ever imagined. So there you have it. Oumuamua might not just be a random space rock that happened to wander into our cosmic neighborhood. It could be humanity's first real contact with alien intelligence, and it's trying to talk to us right now. Whether you believe the signals are real messages from an extraterrestrial civilization or just unusual natural phenomena, one thing is certain. We're living through potentially the most significant discovery in human history. What do you think? Are we really receiving messages from beyond the stars? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your theories. If this blew your mind, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss when Simply Science drops the latest cosmic revelations. Until next time, keep looking up. Something just shook the moon's core, and renowned physicist Michio Kaku is sounding the alarm. When Kaku warns that this seismic anomaly could destabilize the entire Earth-Moon system, you know we're dealing with something extraordinary. Here's the mind-blowing truth. The moon's core reaches temperatures of 1,500 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt copper instantly. Yet scientists believed it was completely dead for billions of years. This discovery doesn't just challenge our understanding of planetary death and rebirth, it suggests we might be witnessing the beginning of a cosmic transformation. But did you know the moon has been ringing like a bell for over 50 years? The mysterious seismic signal. Something just shook the moon, and it wasn't supposed to happen. Deep beneath the lunar surface, instruments detected a seismic signal so unusual that it sent shockwaves through the scientific community faster than the tremor itself traveled through moon rock. This wasn't your typical moonquake that scientists have been tracking for decades. This was different, deeper, and coming from a place that should have been completely silent, the moon's core. The signal appeared on monitoring equipment as a low-frequency rumble that lasted for several minutes, originating from depths that haven't shown activity in billions of years. What makes this discovery absolutely mind-blowing is that the moon's core was thought to be cold and dead, like a frozen heart that stopped beating eons ago. But this seismic signature suggests something is stirring down there, something that challenges everything we thought we knew about our celestial companion. The data shows energy patterns that don't match any previously recorded lunar seismic activity. Unlike surface impacts from meteorites or shallow moonquakes caused by Earth's gravitational pull, this signal came from the moon's innermost layers, a region that should be as quiet as a tomb. Scientists are calling it an anomaly that defies current understanding of lunar geology, and the implications are staggering. If the moon's core is showing signs of activity after billions of years of dormancy, we might need to completely rewrite the textbooks on how planetary bodies evolve and die. Michio Kaku's warning. When one of the world's most brilliant physicists issues a warning about space, you listen. Michio Kaku, the theoretical physicist who's been predicting the future of science for decades, didn't mince words when he learned about the lunar seismic anomaly. His warning wasn't delivered in the calm, measured tone we're used to hearing from scientists. This was urgent, almost alarmed. Kaku emphasized that this seismic activity represents something far more significant than a simple geological curiosity, calling it a potential harbinger of changes that could affect the entire Earth-Moon system. According to Kaku, the timing of this core activity is what makes it particularly concerning. The moon has been geologically dead for billions of years, so why is it suddenly showing signs of internal movement now? His analysis suggests that this isn't an isolated event but possibly the beginning of a larger pattern of lunar instability. Kaku pointed out that any significant changes in the moon's internal structure could have cascading effects on Earth's tides, rotation, and even our planet's magnetic field stability. What makes Kaku's warning even more chilling is his track record of accurate predictions about cosmic phenomena. This is the same scientist who correctly forecasted advances in quantum computing and space exploration decades before they happened. When he says we need to take this lunar seismic activity seriously, it's not just academic speculation. It's a call to action based on deep understanding of planetary physics and the delicate gravitational dance between Earth and its only natural satellite. What we know about the moon's core. The moon is hiding a secret that would make even the most seasoned astronaut's jaw drop. Buried beneath 1,700 kilometers of solid rock lies a molten iron core that's roughly the size of Pluto, spinning in complete darkness and generating its own magnetic field. This isn't the cold, lifeless chunk of rock that most people think they know. The moon's core is a blazing furnace reaching temperatures of over 1,500 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt copper instantly. For decades, scientists believed this inner fire had long since died out, leaving behind nothing but a frozen metallic heart. The lunar core consists of two distinct layers, a solid inner core made of pure iron surrounded by a liquid outer core that's constantly in motion. This liquid metal ocean creates electrical currents that generate magnetic fields, though much weaker than Earth's protective magnetic shield. What's absolutely fascinating is that this core makes up only about 20% of the moon's total radius, making it proportionally much smaller than Earth's core. Yet despite its size, this hidden furnace has been silently influencing the moon's behavior for billions of years. Recent seismic data has revealed that this core isn't as dormant as we once thought. The boundary between the solid and liquid layers shows signs of complex interactions, with convection currents that could explain mysterious magnetic anomalies detected on the lunar surface. Understanding this core structure is crucial because any changes in its behavior could fundamentally alter the moon's gravitational influence on Earth, potentially affecting everything from ocean tides to the length of our days. Previous lunar seismic activity. So, the moon has actually been shaking like a leaf for over 50 years, and we're just now realizing how, truly terrifying that is. Since the Apollo missions first placed seismometers on the lunar surface back in 1969, scientists have recorded thousands of moonquakes that reveal our satellite is far from the peaceful, silent world we once believed it to be. These aren't gentle tremors either. Some lunar earthquakes have lasted for over 10 minutes and reached magnitudes that would cause serious damage here on Earth. The most shocking discovery is that these quakes follow patterns that seem almost alive, pulsing with the rhythm of Earth's gravitational pull, like a cosmic heartbeat that never stops. What really makes these historical moonquakes absolutely mind-bending is their duration and intensity. While earthquakes on Earth typically last seconds or minutes, lunar seismic events can just keep going for hours because the moon lacks water and atmosphere to dampen the vibrations. The rock literally rings like a bell, creating reverberations that travel across the entire lunar surface. Apollo astronauts even reported feeling these tremors through their boots, describing the sensation as standing on a giant drum that someone was continuously striking from the inside. Maybe the most disturbing aspect of this seismic history is the discovery of deep moonquakes occurring at depths of 700 kilometers, right at the boundary between the moon's mantle and core. These deep tremors happen in monthly cycles, perfectly synchronized with the moon's closest approach to Earth. Scientists now realize that our planet's gravity is literally tearing the moon apart from the inside, creating stress fractures that have been building for billions of years and may finally be reaching a critical breaking point. The implications of this discovery. This discovery could, honestly, rewrite everything we thought we knew about planetary death and rebirth. The implications of seismic activity in the moon's supposedly dead core are staggering beyond comprehension, potentially signaling that celestial bodies don't just die and remain frozen forever, as scientists have long believed. If the moon's core is showing signs of renewed activity after billions of years of dormancy, it suggests that planetary systems might operate on cycles we've never really understood, cycles that could span geological epochs and fundamentally challenge our models of how worlds evolve and expire. The most terrifying implication is what this means for Earth's future stability. The moon acts as our planet's cosmic anchor, stabilizing our axial tilt and maintaining the regular rhythm of tides that have shaped life for millions of years. Any significant changes in the moon's internal structure could destabilize this delicate gravitational relationship, potentially causing Earth's rotation to wobble unpredictably. That could trigger dramatic climate shifts, alter ocean currents, and even affect the length of our days in ways that would make current climate change look like a minor inconvenience. Perhaps most unsettling is the possibility that this lunar core activity represents the early stages of a much larger cosmic event. Some scientists are now questioning whether similar dead cores throughout our solar system might also be showing signs of unexpected activity. If planetary cores can spontaneously reactivate after billions of years, it means our understanding of planetary life cycles is fundamentally flawed, and, honestly, we might be living through the beginning of a solar system-wide transformation that could reshape everything we know about our cosmic neighborhood. How scientists detected this signal. The technology that caught this lunar anomaly is so sensitive it can detect a butterfly landing on the moon. Scientists didn't just stumble upon this seismic signal by accident, they used an intricate network of ultra-precise instruments that have been quietly monitoring our celestial neighbor for decades. The Lunar Laser Ranging Experiment, which bounces laser beams off reflectors placed by Apollo astronauts, can measure the moon's distance to within millimeters and detect the slightest variations in its orbital behavior. Combined with advanced seismometers that are millions of times more sensitive than those used in the 1970s, researchers can now pick up vibrations so subtle they would be completely invisible to older detection methods. The breakthrough came when multiple detection systems simultaneously registered the same anomalous readings, creating a triangulated picture of activity deep within the lunar core. Modern gravitational wave detectors, originally designed to catch ripples in space-time from colliding black holes, were repurposed to monitor minute changes in the moon's gravitational field. These instruments work by measuring how the moon's gravity affects laser interferometry experiments, detecting variations so small they're measured in fractions of the width of a proton. What makes this detection even more remarkable is that scientists had to filter out countless sources of interference, from Earth's own seismic activity to solar radiation pressure, to isolate the genuine lunar signal. The data processing required supercomputers running for months, analyzing patterns in electromagnetic signatures and gravitational fluctuations that would have been impossible to detect just a generation ago. This technological marvel represents humanity's most sophisticated attempt to peer into the hidden depths of another world. The moon's hidden secrets. The moon is keeping secrets that would make conspiracy theorists weep with joy. Hidden beneath its familiar cratered surface lies a treasure trove of mysteries that have baffled scientists for generations, and this recent seismic activity might be the key that finally unlocks them all. For decades, researchers have puzzled over strange magnetic anomalies scattered across the lunar landscape, areas where compass needles would spin wildly if anyone were brave enough to take one there. These magnetic hotspots suggest that the moon once had a powerful global magnetic field, something that should be impossible for a world without an active core. Yet here we are discovering that the core might not be as dead as we thought. Even more perplexing are the lunar mascons, massive concentrations of dense material buried beneath the moon's surface that create gravitational anomalies strong enough to alter spacecraft orbits. These hidden masses are so large and mysterious that some scientists have wondered if they represent the remains of ancient asteroid impacts or something far more exotic. The moon's far side, forever hidden from Earth's view, harbors additional secrets, including a massive impact crater that's deeper than Mount Everest is tall and contains materials that don't match anything found elsewhere on the lunar surface. Perhaps most intriguingly, recent analysis of lunar samples has revealed the presence of water ice in permanently shadowed craters and unusual isotopic signatures that suggest the moon's formation was far more violent and complex than our current theories predict. This new seismic activity might finally provide the missing piece of the puzzle, revealing how all these lunar mysteries connect to form a picture of our satellite that's, honestly, stranger than science fiction. What this means for Earth. Earth might be about to experience changes that will make climate change look like a gentle breeze. The moon's newfound seismic activity could trigger a cascade of effects on our home planet that would fundamentally alter life as we know it, starting with the very rhythm that has governed Earth for billions of years. If the lunar core's behavior continues to shift, it could gradually change the moon's orbital distance and rotational dynamics, which would directly impact Earth's tidal patterns. We're not talking about slightly higher or lower tides, we're talking about potentially catastrophic changes that could flood coastal cities during high tide and leave harbors completely dry during low tide, disrupting marine ecosystems and global shipping routes simultaneously. The gravitational relationship between Earth and Moon is so precisely balanced that even minor changes in lunar mass distribution could cause our planet's rotational axis to wobble unpredictably. This wobble, known as axial precession, currently follows a stable 26,000-year cycle that helps maintain Earth's relatively stable climate patterns. If lunar core activity disrupts this delicate balance, we could see dramatic shifts in seasonal patterns, with some regions experiencing permanent winter while others face scorching heat that never ends. Perhaps most alarming is the potential impact on Earth's magnetic field, which depends partly on the gravitational interactions between our planet and its satellite. Any significant changes in the Moon's internal magnetic properties could weaken Earth's protective magnetic shield, leaving us more vulnerable to deadly solar radiation and cosmic rays. This could affect everything from satellite communications to the health of astronauts and airline passengers, fundamentally changing how we live and work in our increasingly connected world. Future lunar missions. Humanity is about to return to the Moon with technology that would make the Apollo astronauts think they've traveled to the future. The recent discovery of lunar core activity has accelerated space agencies' timelines for upcoming missions, transforming what were once routine scientific expeditions into urgent investigations that could determine the fate of Earth-Moon relations. NASA's Artemis program is now being retrofitted with advanced seismic monitoring equipment capable of drilling deeper into the lunar surface than ever before, while private companies like SpaceX are developing specialized rovers designed to establish permanent seismic monitoring stations across multiple lunar regions. These aren't your grandfather's moon missions. We're talking about deploying artificial intelligence systems that can analyze seismic data in real time and transmit findings back to Earth within seconds. The European Space Agency has fast-tracked their lunar drilling project, aiming to penetrate the Moon's crust and install sensors directly into the mantle core boundary where the mysterious activity originates. China's Chang'e missions are being expanded to include a network of interconnected seismometers that will create the first comprehensive three-dimensional map of lunar internal activity. Perhaps most ambitious is the proposed International Lunar Observatory, a permanent research station that would monitor not just seismic activity but also magnetic field fluctuations and gravitational anomalies in real time. These missions represent humanity's most sophisticated attempt to understand what's happening inside our celestial companion before it's too late. The data they collect could either confirm our worst fears about lunar instability, or reveal that we're witnessing the birth of something entirely new in our solar system, a planetary resurrection that challenges everything we thought we knew about cosmic evolution. The bigger picture. We're witnessing the first chapter of a cosmic story that could redefine humanity's place in the universe. This lunar seismic activity isn't just about one moon orbiting one planet. It's potentially the opening act of a solar system-wide transformation that could reshape our understanding of planetary evolution, cosmic cycles, and the very nature of celestial mechanics. If the Moon's core can spontaneously reactivate after billions of years of dormancy, it raises profound questions about whether similar processes might be occurring throughout our cosmic neighborhood. Mars, with its own mysterious core fluctuations, could be experiencing parallel changes that we haven't detected yet. The gas giant's moons from Europa to Titan might be undergoing internal transformations that could affect their potential for harboring life. This discovery forces us to confront the possibility that our solar system operates on timescales and cycles far beyond human comprehension, where planetary death might actually be a temporary state in much longer cosmic rhythms. The implications extend beyond our immediate celestial environment. If cores can reactivate, it suggests that exoplanets throughout the galaxy might follow similar patterns, fundamentally changing how we search for habitable worlds and assess the longevity of planetary systems. We might be living through a rare cosmic event that occurs once every few billion years, a universal planetary awakening that transforms entire star systems. The moon's seismic signal could be humanity's first glimpse into cosmic processes that dwarf our current understanding of time, space, and planetary behavior. We're not just observing a geological curiosity, we're potentially witnessing the universe revealing one of its deepest secrets about how worlds truly live, die, and are reborn. So there you have it. Michio Kaku's warning about the moon's core might be the most important space discovery of our lifetime. This seismic signal could be telling us that our understanding of planetary death and cosmic cycles is completely wrong. What do you think? Are we witnessing the beginning of a solar system transformation, or is there another explanation for this mysterious lunar activity? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I genuinely want to hear your theories. If this blew your mind like it did mine, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss Simply Science's latest discoveries. Until next time, keep questioning everything around you.